who won, who lost, type shit like that. Like overall on the movie narrative. Like me personally, I think The Flash fucking sucks. Like terribly miscast.
I'm sad about that because, I like the character idea. I don't know about the actor. The actor,
I love the character. The Flash is one of my favorite superheroes. The actor, Ezra Miller, great in a lot of other parts. Just he's not the Flash.
Oh, sounded like you broke something.
No, we've just got metal jiggers.
So let's see here. I was a big fan of the Flash only because I've never watched anything with the Flash, and like his whole electromagnetic energy shit was gnarly.
But his run, like,
oh yeah, he does look gangly.
What is that? What kind of run is that?
It's the worst part of it. I do. He kind of comes off like he's stealing a little bit of the Spider-Man "I'm happy to be here" stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they really would have taken out. How long is the original? 2 hours.
Yeah. So the original one had a strict 2-hour mandate. So set forth by the studio. So do you know any of like the studio stuff that happened with that and why there's a Justice League and a Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I don't remember why he got kicked off and I don't know if he chose to leave or if he was told to leave.
So it was 50-50. So the studio had basically said that Batman vs Superman was way too dark and they have to go infinitely lighter. So
lighthearted or light colors?
Lighter, just lighter.
Okay.
And so the studio brought in a new writer, Jeff Johns, who is buddy with Joss Whedon, who had directed all of the Avengers movies, all of the Avengers movies up until that point. And he and Zack Snyder are completely different filmmakers. But the studio said that all of this was Zack Snyder approved. He approved the rewrites. He approved this new director to come on. And then Zack Snyder ultimately left the project because his daughter committed suicide. And he said, finishing this movie is just way, way too difficult.
That's a valid reason to leave.
Valid reason to leave. Well, then the studio at that point decided to take everything he had shot and they brought this Joss Whedon in, who had already been on set, already observing everything that had been shot, to come in and do reshoots where he reshot 80 to 90% of the movie, drastically altered tones, how characters talk to one another, how characters are. And the movie that came out in 2017 was so bad that a bunch of fans united and said, release the Snyder Cut. And basically because of COVID, they were desperate for new media and we got what we wanted.
I did hear a lot of the shit on social media of release it, we want it. I mean, years of hashtag like Snyder Cut.
Release the Snyder Cut. Yeah.
Which it was.
And so we finally got it. And that is the movie that you watched today. And now that Alex finally has our cocktails and
are we rolling?
We're already rolling, but that's pretty much all just going to get edited out. Mike of the On Call podcast, welcome to the Lazy Gringo podcast for the second time.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for having us on yours for the second time, but technically only once.
That is crazy. I've never had so many difficulties as I have with you guys. Even the video on the one that we recorded over the weekend didn't stream to YouTube. So now I'm doing some tech stuff now. And now like ours is streaming on YouTube on my channel perfectly. And it's saving the video perfectly. So I don't know what's going on. Our audio sounds good all throughout. So finally,
audio looks good. Camera looks good. I like this camera angle you got going on, man.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, you got a vibe going on over there.
What are you guys drinking then? So what you mixed up?
Just mixed up a little daiquiri, some spiced rum and some fresh lime and some Demerara simple syrup and.
Oh, that was some bartender lingo.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Vodka Red Bull. It's my drink for you guys.
Hell yeah,
And,
can't go wrong.
Then just a classy old, just an ultra
Michelob
gold.
Ultra.
Michelob Ultra.
The pure gold.
Pure gold.
Got to just stay organic, work on the belly.
Awesome. Well, Mike, welcome to the Lazy Gringo Podcast. Today we're going to be reviewing the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
Yep.
Zack Snyder's Justice League, whatever you want to call it. It includes Zack Snyder and Justice League. Two things that were meant to be together and that were sadly not together in 2017 when the movie was originally released.
Yep.
Do you think this one will become the version, like looking back?
So you can actually go and look this up. Numerous DC directors have gone on and said, we looked at what Justice League was and we did not consider that canon. We made our own movies, not taking that into consideration. But then if you talk to Warner Brothers, they say that the atrocious movie that was released in 2017 was canon, and that the Zack Snyder's Justice League is a quote unquote Elseworld story, which means it takes place in a completely different universe and has no relevance to the main overall arching story.
I feel like in terms of like, if you're going to go back and watch any of these movies, you should definitely watch the Snyder Cut. Like, people are going to waste their time watching the other ones.
I didn't bother watching the first one.
I feel like there's a good marriage between the two. I feel like the original one, as we were talking about a little bit, it had a studio mandated, had to be 2 hours long. And then the Snyder Cut is 4 hours and 2 minutes.
That's the only thing that might stop somebody from watching.
I think there is a perfect marriage of like 3 hours where you get a good coherent movie, good character development, a good villain, but some of that slow motion, some of the just unnecessary scenes just get taken away.
They did drag out some of it. I agree with that. Or make it two parts, like Marvel did with the Age of Ultron, the Infinity War.
Yeah,
it
was originally supposed to be 2 parts. It was
they could
originally
probably just take this movie and when they like release it on DVD or something, or whatever, however you do it nowadays, make it 2 parts, part 1, part 2. That seems to solve that problem.
Harry Potter did 2 parts.
Well, so now the big thing, it was released the Snyder Cut when the 2017 movie came out and it was atrocious, but now it's restored the Snyderverse.
Well, I like the Snyderverse better, I think, overall.
Yeah.
Because there's so many parts in it that I know weren't in it, because I Googled some of the differences, and the Flash was a terrible one-liner comedic relief character in the original.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did Joker have any lines in the original one?
Joker wasn't even in the original one.
Jesus. And neither was that, who's that guy? He was like a cyborg, the mutant killer thing. He looks like an alien. I had pictures.
Oh, Martian Manhunter?
Yes. He wasn't even in the first movie, was he?
He wasn't in the original one at all. So the way Zack Snyder was setting everything up was it was meant to be like Lord of the Rings. You have to watch Man of Steel to understand what's going on in Batman versus Superman. You have to watch Batman versus Superman to understand what's going on in Justice League. You have to watch Justice League to understand what's going on in Justice League 2, and so on and so forth.
It was all about the build-up.
It was all about the build-up and storylines that would pay off movies later down the road. While in Marvel, you can pick up and watch Captain America, the first Avenger, and then Avengers Endgame. And yeah, you're obviously missing some things, but you don't have to see one to completely understand the other.
You get the gist.
Yeah. And so I think maybe that's where Warner Brothers was either going to fail or ultimately succeed, but they didn't let the vision pay off.
So the opening sequence, is that really the end of Superman versus Batman? The very beginning of the Snyder Cut?
I mean, in Batman versus Superman, yeah. I mean, Superman gets killed and he's dying. You don't see him scream out to the world in his echo, voice over. But if you watch the last 5 minutes of Man of Steel and the first 2 minutes of Batman versus Superman, it's Metropolis getting decimated. One's taken from Superman's perspective, one's from Batman's perspective. This is the same thing. This is the death of Superman. The end of BVS is from Batman's perspective, and then this one is from someone else, or vice versa, however it goes. But they're just directly correlated.
I think I'm gonna have to watch. I think I'm gonna have to watch it because Cavill just he fucking looks like Superman.
That is my fucking Superman, man. Like
he nails it. And he looks like if there's a real life edition of the cartoon I watched, it's him. It's him. Chiseled fucking jaw. He's just missing that little bit of tuft of hair coming down.
But that's who cares? I kind of like the slick back fucking Superman look, man.
He pulls it off.
He does sell it. He's like, I don't know, he's kind of cool and tough. You know, whereas Superman has always kind of been, in my eyes, like the not as cool and tough in many ways. Or at least
a little dweeby, yeah. A little dweeby.
How do you feel about Affleck?
Best Batman.
He takes over the Bale for you, huh?
I don't think. I think Christian Bale.
All right.
I mean, I can't get over the fact.
So I will say that my only reason I'm not a huge fan is the voice, because I've seen Ben Affleck in 1,000 different things. His voice feels forced to me, which makes it feel like he's acting.
Okay.
Look wise, I think he really nails the look. He has a perfect shadow to pull off the look. He has the look. It's just
he's got the chin.
Yeah, he looks the part for legit. It's just his voice. I feel like I always picture him in Good Will Hunting and then like the Kevin Smith movies and everything like that. So when I hear him, I feel like he's trying to sound like Christian Bale.
So Christian Bale got 3 movies where he was the guy in the movie to create a Batman arc, right? Fights Scarecrow, he fights Joker, he fights Bane. Like he's had an arc.
He got to build.
Ben Affleck gets 1 movie where he's the secondary guy. It's Batman versus Superman. So he has to spend half the movie competing with Superman. And then he gets Justice League where he's one of 7 guys or one of 6 guys that he has to compete with.
And I feel like they undertoned him quite a bit in that movie. Because if everyone else has like true superpowers, you know, it's faster than practically light. You have Aquaman, who is the god of the sea, and a cyborg, and a god of the Amazon. And then I have a lot of money, and he just shooting grappling hooks at stuff. Like he does get kind of shafted in this movie with his skills. He doesn't kick enough ass near as much as I was hoping he would to establish himself as like the leader of the Justice League. Other than that's why I brought these 6 here, or you know, like him forming Justice League wasn't enough.
But he is smarter than all of the Justice League
by a lot.
And that is ultimately Bruce Wayne's superpower, is he is smarter than everyone else. He's the smartest man in the room.
I feel like he definitely felt like the main character of the movie. Like he's in the beginning, he's getting everybody pulled together. And like, you know, you can argue that like Superman's he
might be the main character, but it's not his movie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's everybody's sense,
movie. But I feel like in terms of probably screen time, he's probably got them more than anybody. Wouldn't you say?
Well, he's got to form the team. Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah.
But
probably,
you know, Superman is the Hulk of the Justice League. So like, he's so OP. It's not fair. He just kills and destroys shit, and he comes off kind of dumb because he's just.
And that's why he's not in the movie for 3 hours.
I thought the movie was over. I didn't realize the Joker section was even in it. I got up and left, and I walked back into the room 15 minutes later. I was like, oh shit, this is still playing, and I had to rewind it and watch it over again. I'm excited. Jared Leto looks good. I want to see more of him.
Thank you. Okay, and so I've talked with Alex a little bit. So during this whole like Warner Brothers shafting their directors and changing the script to Justice League and forcing all these mandates, another movie that got shafted was David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
I believe that. It seemed like a movie without direction.
So if you go watch, and I'll send you the links after this, but if you go watch the very first Comic-Con trailer to Suicide Squad, compared to the last trailer that gets released. The scenes that are shot are the exact same, but the tone is 1,000% different. And it just like, and that's almost why they're going to study Justice League in film school one day, because of how unorthodox everything was around it.
How you can fuck something up that has the great story. Yeah.
Yeah, like the director leaving, you bringing on a new director, him reshooting things, same scenes but different color tones and things. It's just a film school, like fucking so much education to be put behind it. But David Ayer's Suicide Squad got shafted all the same way, and there's so much Jared Leto Joker footage that's been unseen that is just literally sitting on the floor just waiting to be out, and I want it out. So that's why I'm a big release the Ayer cut guys, because I want more Jared Leto's Joker.
So is there not another? Is that the only Jared Leto Joker there is out there?
So there's the Suicide Squad movie that has Jared Leto's Joker in it for a total of maybe 5 minutes. Uh-huh. And then there's that ending scene of Batman vs. Superman.
And that's it.
Yeah.
But he's such a great actor. I know that he can nail the psychological aspect and a point, similarly to how Heath Ledger did it.
And he's probably the most controversial Joker there's ever been, because so many people hated him in Suicide Squad. Like, straight up hated his character.
That's true, they did. He did get shit on a lot. But everyone has seen him in so many other things, like, his methodology, like, he can hit it.
Yeah.
I feel like with shitty direction and bad scenes, he's going to look bad, no matter how good of an actor. You can't save a bad movie with a good actor.
So, all right. So we've been talking a lot around this movie. Let's just get right on into it. Mike, what was your Bubba rating?
So on a 100 scale, I've watched a couple of the other DC movies. The Wonder Woman didn't get me. Wonder Woman I score much lower.
The original, like the first one?
No, the 84 that just came out.
Oh, 84 was awful. Okay, yeah. 84 is in like the 40s for me.
Yeah, that's about right. I'm going to put this one I'm going to go 79.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a solid score.
I think they really did well at trying to establish a Justice League, and they can make boundless amount of movies of the Justice League. That's where they were so much behind, like the Avengers. The Avengers is like a whole team, but they've all had all these origin stories. They try to almost make it in one movie. So I think they can do it. They can catch up. Keep showing blood and guts.
So are you down for like the restore the Snyderverse? Do you think like they need to keep going in this direction?
Absolutely. Get gritty, get dark.
It's so different from Marvel.
Yeah, don't be a cartoon. Different.
Yes, thank you. AK.
I would score it. I would say a solid 85. I really did enjoy it. I think it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know, it's up there in terms of like one of those movies that you sit down and you like dedicate an afternoon, and it's like good in terms of something that you can really appreciate when you watch it, but it's like you're not going to watch it every day. Now we're talking a little bit about the other one. What do you call it?
Suicide Squad?
No. The other
Avengers.
And I do love the Avengers, and I love like the whole like kind of funny, like comical aspect of them. And I can watch that.
I love Robert Downey Jr. I think he's one of my favorite actors on the planet, and his smart ass tone, and the Spider-Man kid Holland. They have great chemistry. So I hope they can build on that. I'm with you on that. That's why I love the Marvel.
Yeah, I'm a Marvel fan too. But these guys, I mean, this is just a whole different ball game. It's a very more serious, and it's like in terms of like, I don't know, it's like a more high quality story and less about like the comical cartoonness of it. So I would say it's good in that realm, but I also do enjoy the comical cartoonness of the other universe.
Well, so, and I do appreciate the humor that Marvel does bring. Which brings me into my favorite scene, despite the fact that I think that Ezra Miller was terribly miscast as the Flash. My absolute favorite scene was the scene where he saves Iris West from the car crash.
The hot dogs.
The hot dog. Because
it's so
because
cute.
you're
It
in
was a
this
cute scene.
You're in this serious ass movie. You have Song of the Sirens playing, this gorgeous like rendition of a song. And you've got Ezra Miller grabbing a hot dog and putting it in his pocket to feed some dogs later. Like just for the total heavy handedness of the movie, it was a scene that was like very heavy handed, but also very like lighthearted and took itself as a joke all at the same time. And another reason I particularly like that scene is that was the first scene that got released after the 2017 movie got released that basically was like, hey, look at all this unfinished VVX footage of the Flash saving this girl from this car that wasn't in the movie. How cool would it have been to see this, play out in the movie? And then a bunch of fans were like, well, that movie sucks. So if that scene's in there, then like, what else is out there? And so that was kind of the scene that sparked the whole release of Snyder Cut. So I was really excited to finally get that scene finished in full VFX. And then everything else about it, the Song of the Siren, the hot dog, everything except the actor did well for me.
So what's your Bubba rating, bro?
My Bubba rating for the Snyder Cut of Justice League, as a DC fan, as a Batman nerd, I am in the 90s. I'm at 91. I think it is.
You were born in 91?
I was born in 92.
I was born in 92, yeah.
But I'm giving Zack Snyder's Justice League in 91. I think.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
That's the second line. I got it. You get there. You'll get there. Don't worry about it. You got good hair. You don't have to be that smart.
You know what? Just for Alex's joke, I'm gonna make it a 92. I'm gonna make it a 92.
I got totally lost there. For
bonus point.
It gained a point just for Alex's joke. So I'm at 92 now with Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was everything as a fan, someone who had waited 5 years for a 4-hour movie. Like, it was everything I wanted. I want them to restore the Snyderverse. I think there is so much potential. There is Martian Manhunter to be explored. There's Green Lanterns to be explored. There's the Atom to be explored. There's Joe Magliano's Deathstroke to be explored. There's Lex Luthor. Like, there's just so much to be explored in this movie. And they're just saying, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna reboot the universe for a 4th or 5th time. Like, stop.
I think that's gonna
literally give the fans what they are asking for.
That's a shot to the heart. I think if you're gonna keep rebooting and you can't decide what's gonna be canon, I don't know, man.
Like, okay, to get numbers with you, Zack Snyder's Justice League, release the Snyder Cut, was the most hashtagged thing for a superhero movie ever. Avengers Endgame, upon its release, the first weekend of its release, only got 1.4 million tweets with hashtag Avengers Endgame. The first weekend after Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out, 1.75 million tweets for hashtag Restore the Snyderverse.
I like that.
Give the fans what they fucking want.
So when we watched it recently, do we have to pay for it?
No.
So it was just totally free?
I mean, it was on HBO Max, which I pay for monthly.
That's pretty wild because, like, we're talking these numbers, and wasn't Endgame like the highest grossing movie ever?
Yeah.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Until Titanic just passed it again. Or no, Avatar.
Avatar. It was Avatar. Got re-released in China. But yeah.
Dirty
But
fool.
that's pretty wild that they just kind of like, hey, if you have HBO Max, you can watch this for free.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
HBO's killing it.
well, and even Kong vs. Godzilla, another, like, that's a mega hit that HBO Max has. They have Mortal Kombat coming out in a month. That's another mega hit that they have. They have Dune coming out later this year. That's another mega hit. They have James Gunn's Suicide Squad. That's another mega hit that they have coming out.
The trailer looks pretty good for that.
I mean, HBO Max is killing the game right now, and they're trying not to credit Zack Snyder's Justice League for all of this like uptick in their viewership. And they do have a lot of cool stuff coming down the line, but
I mean, I'm sure it helped.
It had to have helped. I mean, it's the most tweeted about superhero movie of all time.
Did you watch Kong vs. Godzilla yet?
I haven't finished it.
I haven't started. I'm ready to reserve the time, get my popcorn. Like, I'm really excited to watch it because I've watched the other MonsterVerse movies. I'm stoked.
So,
Chris, maybe we should watch this tonight, dude.
I will tell you, they don't give a fuck about the humans in this one, which is probably the best part of it.
I wouldn't either if I was a 65-foot lizard, 125 foot. I don't know how tall.
Well, but the other MonsterVerse movies, they always try and have that human element in it. And this one, they're just like, fuck it. Y'all don't care about the humans. This is called Kong versus this is Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been blowing those fuckers up for years. It's about time that they take advantage of us since we're nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly. The human element in that movie is like, holy shit, these are giant monsters. Like,
so in comparison, now there's the DC universe, there's the Marvel universe. How do you rate those like superhero movies to, like, say, Star Wars? Because like I've watched all the Star Wars movies except for the last two. But like I was way more enthralled, I think, with the superhero movies. Like I was charting and I was just like, I found myself just straight up not typing and watching the movie. Star Wars, I can just walk away from. That's all. I was just curious how you felt in comparison of the attention grabbing
I get more excited for a Star Wars release, but that's because a Star Wars release happens every few years, while we get like 5 superhero movies a year. So it takes, like, I haven't been hyped for a movie for like Zack Snyder's Justice League in a long time. But probably the last movie I had hype for like that was a Star Wars movie. Probably Force Awakens, to be completely honest.
Honestly, the Force
is that 7?
Solid.
Yeah. That was the first one in the new trilogy.
Yeah, with that I agree. I think that was the best one out of all the new ones.
Yes.
And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, like they kind of recaptured that same magic.
I was stoked.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe they didn't like completely. You can't capture the same magic as like the first 3. Like it's a whole different ball game. But they did a really good job at it. I mean, like it felt similar.
Yeah.
Like
the magic.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You could feel the magic.
I think they really dropped the ball with the Black Stormtrooper kid.
Oh, John Boyega?
Yeah, it could have just been an awesome ass story, and it just feels like they made him kind of muddle along.
He's gone on record and said that Disney messed up his storyline.
Yeah, I mean that really could have been awesome. Like they could have dove way deeper into.
Well, if you watch everything for Force Awakens, they totally ploy him up to be the next Jedi. He's going to become a Jedi, and then by the end of the 3rd movie, he kind of thinks he has Force powers, and he kind of wants to tell Rey about it. But it also might just be him telling Rey that he loves her. Like yeah,
he definitely got like played way up and then played way down.
John Boyega and
is that his real
Ray
name?
Fisher, the actual actor name. John Boyega and Ray Fisher, who played Cyborg in Zack Snyder's Justice League, they got shafted in the same way. Their parts got just completely dwindled from what they were originally told it was going to be.
I can see that. What throws me off is Cyborg, like, because I don't read comics and I had known nothing about Cyborg going into it. I did not realize he was so powerful going into it. And it just like, there's certain scenes where you're watching it, and it's just like, all right, well, he's going to fucking do something with a laser and his robot arm's going to turn into something gnarly. He's like he's like a Batman meets Iron Man meets Superman because he's got the same powers as the box. He's kind of like Wonder Woman Captain Marvel. He touches the magical power thing, and now he's got all these special powers. It throws me off. I do want a better story for him so I can understand him better.
But like if you go watch the original 2017 one, he has no story. His story is
I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, well, that is his story. It's the story is he's pissed off and he gets recruited to the Justice League and he's not pissed off anymore. That's Cyborg's story in the 2017 version.
That's so unrewarding.
Thank you. Like that's as a fan, that's how we felt about the entire movie. It was unrewarding.
How about as Lex Luthor? Do they have those scenes at the end with him in it and the original?
Yes, but the words are different. And they literally say, we need to create an anti-Justice League. Verbatim. We need to create an anti-Justice League. Man. I don't know. If I were to create an anti-Justice League, I wouldn't call it the anti-Justice League.
That is pretty lame.
Like
it's pretty but yeah, that is some Hanna-Barbera 1964 cartoon shit.
Yeah.
What are they, the Legion of Doom?
But yeah, yes, the Legion of Doom. But he says we need to create the anti-Justice League, a Legion of Doom of sorts. But he says anti-Justice League first.
He doesn't have any powers, right? He's just
rich.
He's like Professor Batman. X of Justice League.
Well, but even Professor X has powers.
Oh, that's right. He's got telepathy. Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah. So no, he's just rich.
Rich, schmarmy asshole. He's Jeff Bezos.
Yes, he is literally Jeff Bezos, bald and everything.
I wish I liked Jesse Eisenberg better.
Which one is that? Who is that?
He's Lex Luthor.
Oh, okay.
The bald guy at the very end.
Yeah.
I wish I liked him better as a person. He's a great actor. He's just an asshole to fans.
Well, so is Ezra Miller.
Oh man, is he? No, don't ruin it for me.
Dude, okay. He literally shoved a fan over. Like that was a big joke of mine for a long time, was that Ezra Miller like could do no wrong, even though he like literally punches fans in the face. Because there's a video that came out of a fan running up to him, and I think more so he just got scared and like kind of had like a freak out, you know, because like someone runs up to you with the camera, you're gonna like ugh, but he straight up just shoves this fan to the ground.
So he's like the guy from The Boys. He's just the asshole superhero.
Yeah, like kind of.
Have you watched The Boys? I'm sorry, I keep deviating you. I'm sorry.
He's a huge The Boys fan.
I intake anything and everything superhero.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch more of it. My wife hates superhero shit, so like I'll put in an episode and I'll play an episode, and then there'll be such a long duration between episodes, and I got to start it back over. The Boys looks like it's the shit.
The Boys is really, really good.
It didn't deserve the negative reviews of season 2, right? And I was told there's just people that were like canceling it because they were doing a weekly release.
Yeah, because season 1 got all at once and season 2 got weekly. But the weekly release allows for more engagement on social media, and engagement on social media means more viewers.
It's smart. It's just like Game of Thrones.
I mean, yeah, but like even as podcast hosts, like the more engagement we get on our likes, on our Twitters, on our Instagrams, the more listens we usually get. Yeah?
I'm totally with you.
So that math works the exact same way for studios. The more likes, the more engagements, the more people say, hey, go watch this show, the more people are going to watch the show.
I think if it got shit, then it's only because people were mad they couldn't binge watch it.
Yeah, but the people who binge watch it usually don't even pay attention to it by the end of it. The vast majority of people like me who binge something will put it on and then play it in the background and then not miss the subtleties of the episodes. Like that's what I'm guilty of.
So granted, there are 19 seasons of Family Guy, and this is way off topic, but I have a point to this. There are 19 seasons of Family Guy. Mm-hmm. I have probably watched Family Guy all the way through at least 20 times.
But you still see new shit.
Every once in a while, I'll see something and I'm like, I've never heard that joke before. I've never seen this cutaway before. And it's in like season 8, episode 4, something I've clearly gone through like 12 times by this point, you know? Yeah, and I'm like
The Office. I still find stuff.
Yeah. You know, one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard from a Hollywood director, it was from Doug Ellin, the creator of Entourage. And it was his associate producer telling him something about something in a scene continuity, you know, like, oh, this doesn't match up with this scene. We need to go back and reshoot it, you know. And Doug didn't want to go back and reshoot it because he didn't have time. You know, he was like, oh, we'll just, you know, go back. And the co-producer was like, no, we need to change it. It all needs to make sense. And Doug's like, you know what? When they go rewatch it for the 3rd time, they'll notice that mistake.
That's true. That makes a lot of sense.
You know,
continuity is pretty important, especially when, you know, Zack Snyder gets his hands on things and he changes up the whole universe. You need to know where you're at.
It's important, but some of the like minute details just aren't that big. You know, sometimes you can just get away with not having this there because majority of the time people are only going to watch it once and they're going to miss it.
It might not be worth it money wise, like from their standpoint, because let's rent this spot for another $180,000 a day just so you can get that line right where you mentioned something that's not going to happen in the future.
Exactly. You know, like continuity errors and all that shit happens all the time, you know, and sometimes it's worth it to go and correct it. Sometimes you just got to let it correct itself.
So you guys are big nerds.
They just need to keep letting Zack Snyder make movies.
Yeah. Like I appreciate your nerdiness. It helps me, gives me some, like I wouldn't have clicked and watched the Zack Snyder cut today. I'm glad I did because I really did enjoy it. I still haven't watched Avengers Endgame. So you did something for me big today.
That's a victory for me. As a DC fan, fuck yeah. You've seen Justice League, but you haven't seen Avengers Endgame. Fuck yeah.
So is there all these characters, like Wonder Woman's had her 2 movies. Is there going to be a Flash movie? Because I'll be honest, I'll watch it because I loved his fucking powers.
Flash movie's coming. Ben Affleck's reprising his role as Batman. Supposedly Michael Keaton is reprising his role as Batman from the 1980 movies.
Is there Batman versus Batman?
It's going to set up it's going to set up the multiverse because Flash can travel between space and time.
Oh, so speaking of space and time, how could he go back in time? Was he going so fast he reversed the spin like Superman did back in the 80s?
That's what I was going with.
That's the only thing I can think of. He was just going so fucking fast.
We were never given that exact explanation, but that's what I was going with.
I dug it. I liked it. I've never liked the Flash. I thought he was a fucking stupid ass character. I've hated Aquaman my whole life. But
I kind of liked that he had the rule because he was a new superhero. This was like a little detail, you know, but because he was still trying to figure out his powers. So he was like, I have this rule that I don't go this fast. It gets a little trippy.
Oh.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
And I kind of like the fact that Ben Affleck's Batman was like, yeah, no, dude, we're going to need you to like go fast.
You got to go.
Fuck that rule. Like,
so that's why he went through the wall after he went so fast. He went time go backwards. He went through the steel wall. I'm guessing that makes sense. I felt bad. The most annoying part was that he fucking twisted his ankle and he fucking ruined himself when Superman first came back. I was like, oh Lord, Mr. Flash, he's worthless. He get a twisted ankle.
Yeah. But yeah.
So our cat and our dog are in a little standoff.
Oh, it sounded like she was in heat. I heard a little.
Yeah, no.
I mean, they usually get along totally fine. I'm gonna take this opportunity to grab another drink.
Hey, I was literally just gonna ask if I can do it because I don't want to end it yet because I really
Go
like
for
talking
it.
to you
Go for
guys.
it. Grab another drink.
Hoorah!
Go.
I'm gonna on the stream. I'm gonna put this "be right back" thing up real quick. Bam.
It's a little hot in here.
It is a little roasty. You wanna?
Yeah. A mule. Ooh.
Y'all. How about it, y'all?
Ooh, Kentucky mule. Were you watching Community?
Yeah.
What season are you on now?
4.
Ooh, okay.
So like, 8.
Love that for you.
Boom. I'm good. Man, I do like this camera.
Alex is making us some mules right now.
Oh,
We'll be good.
as long as you're drinking from a copper cup.
Is there?
Oh, those are nice copper cups. They look like they got they have a chromatic
Buffalo
finish
trace.
on it. Look at that. That's pretty badass.
These are actually these are old mule cups of mine from work. They're 20 ounces, which is insane for a mule cup.
20 ounces.
They're actually
man, they look so small, but
they look so small. Yeah, they're so big. We would go through so much ginger beer at work that we finally just had to get smaller ones because we could not make customers happy, like giving them a recipe mule in these cups. Anyways,
Well, cheers.
So yeah, cheers. Nothing. Oh, these suck
Cheers.
so much. So there's honestly this is a different Bud Light thing. Let's see if it catches it. So it's a Bud Light seltzer, but it's a limited edition release of like classic lime margaritas and what's this one?
so it's a limerita essentially,
Yep, pretty much.
and a strawberryta. Okay,
Nice.
So
I'll do that.
these ones kind of they'll give you gut rot. They're nowhere near as good as like the Bud Light lemonade seltzers because the lemonade really does cut the acidity of the seltzer water. We couldn't go to the store. There's a cold bug going through my house like a motherfucker right now. My daughter woke up with a sore throat like Tuesday morning. Son got it Thursday. Over the weekend, we were all good. Everyone was good. I was like, all right, it was nothing. She was lying to me. She didn't have a sore throat. Yesterday morning, wife wakes up, or day before yesterday, wife wakes up. She goes, I can feel it in my throat. I can tell. I was like, maybe you were just snoring. Maybe you were just snoring. It's going to be okay. And then she woke up this morning and she goes, I feel like fucking shit. It's not good. I was like, oh no. I was like, hey, well, babe, you know what? We got a bunch of vitamins in the closet, so we are just hyper loading, taking 7,000-8,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I'm hoping she gets over it tomorrow because she's got to work tomorrow. She's off today.
Dude,
I don't know what it is. I just get a little sniffle, and I take a lot of vitamins as it is. You guys, so you're in Tennessee. You're right there at the 30. the 35th
I'm
parallel.
28 years old, and my mommy won't let me take vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin C
For
and
me,
vitamin D.
I just, like,
Honest to God.
chug, yeah, vitamin C. I just chug OJ.
Dude,
I'll just go get like 2 big bottles of like decent OJ.
Yep.
So-
Good Tropicana get you there.
so I had to get my stomach pumped when I was little because
Holy
of the
shit.
Flintstone vitamins.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Flintstones.
The Flintstones vitamins, man. My mom told she fucked up. She told me they were candy. And I figured out how to open the top. And so then I had one color of every character. So I had like 30 vitamins that day. And just fucking had to go get my stomach pumped and everything. And from then on, it's been, God, I was maybe like 5 or 6 at that point. I'm 28 now. So it's been well over 20 years.
No vitamins, Chris.
Still no vitamins. To this
Man.
day, not allowed to have vitamins.
Honestly, because of where you're at, you should probably take vitamin D for a few months a year. From a healthcare professional standpoint, because you guys are so close to the 35th parallel, you guys don't get any vitamin D from October to March. You guys are just putting yourself at risk.
I would believe that. I would believe that because like seasonal depression is like real here.
Mm-hmm. You can stand
I gotta
outside
check.
buck naked and not get vitamin D because you're just far enough away from the sun. It doesn't synthesize from the food you eat through your liver. Just keep an eye.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
So just take
I
some
just
vitamin
got a,
D3 and then it synthesizes into D4.
I'm gonna start
D4 is
taking-
true vitamin D.
Some oil, some healthy oil is what I was advised to start taking, like some fish oil. I can't
Some B12 oil.
yeah.
Yeah. I've heard that's good.
Fish oil is good for you. It's good for your joints. Chondroitin. I'm all for supplements. I probably take 13 pills a day. I know I look unhealthy, but that's my alcoholism. It's not about my organs. My organs are good.
I can definitely attest to that. I definitely had to text Alex the other night. I'm like, I need you to text me before you go to bed. Because, I work nights, he works days. And I definitely texted him at like 4:00 in the afternoon. I was like, I need you to text me at like 10 o'clock tonight to not go out drinking when I get off work.
Oh,
And sure enough, at like 10:30, he texted me and he's like, do not go out drinking. And I was like, I won't.
I was proud of you.
Like,
I thought you were gonna do it anyway.
we'll see. What
I
do you
kind
consider
of
nights
did.
then?
I ended up staying at my job, and I had a beer. Like after everyone left, me and my boss had a beer together, and then he gave me a ride home.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel like I have a funny relationship with booze. Like I really like it, and like I feel multiple times I've thought to myself like I should stop drinking. Like I need to get more serious, or just like be healthier. But I don't know. I just like appreciate it so much. Like me and Chris have been bartenders for such large portions of our lives, and like after that, you have like a different relationship with alcohol. It's not like I don't know. It's not just about getting drunk or whatever. You start appreciating.
It's
Yeah.
the relaxation, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
mean-
chilling. I drink at home. I don't even drink outside of the home other than like a beer with dinner. But like at
Yeah.
home, I'll kill 10, 12 of them, especially if I'm doing a couple of podcasts in a row. I'm just having a good time and making friends. But it's
that last podcast, you're
I'm afraid of drunk driving, so I don't drink outside of home. But like here
cheers to
we
that.
are shooting the shit and having a good time.
Cheers to that.
Zoom's the
I
way to
mean,
go.
Zoom is the way to go. I mean, but as someone with DUI experience, like you don't want that. Like no one wants that shit. It's fucking awful. Like
It's a lot of time, a lot of money.
it's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of
You could have
sacrifice with friends.
Do you guys have a limit where you're at? Like a DUI limit? Oh, you got this many
Oh,
DUIs,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't have a license.
Yeah,
So it's
in Tennessee,
it's like
they'll
4.
straight up just take your. Well, in Tennessee, they'll just take your license. Like they don't care. But after 3 DUIs, yeah, they will take your license. Like good, done. You ain't driving ever again.
My uncle back in the 70s, he got a lot of them. So back then in the 70s and 80s, oh, all right, man, here's just this fucking big ass fine. There's another DUI in your record. I think he's got 6. But now he doesn't drink. But it's just like back in the day, you just drink and drive.
I met a man in my DUI experience throughout his lifetime. Technically, he had 45 DUIs.
Whoa.
Woo!
Technically.
He might have a problem.
Oh, he definitely had a problem. Without a doubt. But a lot, like you said, so many of his DUIs were, drinking and driving, Billy, $50, you're out of jail. You know, like, don't do it again.
It's my uncle's name who got busted.
Damn it. But you know, like that's kind of how it was. He was like, you know, and obviously DUIs have changed, and he was in rehab and everything at this point. And he was kind of telling our like therapy group, he was like, you know, it's not worth it. Like, he's like, I was so lucky, but now I'm like, if he touches a car, the man is pretty much going to jail at this point. Like, he has to stay so far away from the driver's seat of the car that it's not even funny. And I couldn't ever fathom living my life.
I wonder if thinking about a bike.
I probably imagine after you can't.
Right.
Like, how many DUIs until you're not allowed to drive a bike?
You're not allowed to operate any moving.
Nothing with a motor.
Can't even skateboard. You're not even allowed to skateboard, sir. Like,
so let's see here. We're in very different levels of life because I got a couple kids and you guys are living like kind of the ultimate bachelor lifestyle.
I wouldn't say so. Alex is pretty much married.
Oh, well, no. Does he live with her?
Not right now.
Not right now.
But I do love her very much.
Yeah. Alex is in that final stage.
Definitely locked down.
Have you guys pooped in front of each other?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
So like even like Dutch oven, like legit?
We definitely poop. Like, we're not quite as comfortable as me and Kristen are about pooping next to each other, but we're pretty much just right the next step up.
How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for creeping up on 4 years.
Oh shit!
Alex and I since middle school.
Yeah.
You guys that's real love.
That's genuine.
4 years, man. At 5 years, I knocked up mine. So
there you go.
You're getting there. Do you want kids?
I do. Yeah.
You're still young. You can still do it. I had my first one on accident at 24. But I didn't meet her until I was 26.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Let's see here. So the thing I was going to do is it's a little game that I saw got posted and it got pretty popular for a short time. So I'm going to share the screen with you. Oh man, you disabled screen sharing.
Oh.
1 second. Hold on. You don't have to disable because it's a pain in the ass. I'm going to send the picture to you, and then you can zoom in. Are you sending
it to my phone?
Say what?
Are you sending it to my phone?
I'm going to send it to your Twitter.
Okay.
It'll be a lot easier that way, I think. Messages. Photo. Oh, it's good having this bomb ass internet that I got. It's already sent.
How dad are you?
Nice. How dad are you?
Right.
Guess it's free then. Found it. Looks like we'll have to amputate. Oh, fucking A. I even say these and I'm not a dad.
That's right. So you might be ready. That's what you don't know.
What's the damage? Fucking A. I was just resting my eyes. I say that all the time. Guess we'll just let anyone in here say that's my bar guess all the time.
Let's see here. What's I gotta load up change it to my OBS.
I'm not paying to keep the whole neighborhood. Oh my God.
I say this one all the time. Can't get very far without these.
That's right. There it is. So the people on.
We needed this rain. Oh my God, it's raining in Memphis, and I said that shit earlier.
That's it. Yeah, right. So it's super fitting. How much do you think a cashier has how many times do you think they hear that? Oh, I guess it's free then.
Good one.
Oh, bartender. Bartenders.
Stud finder, I do that all the time.
How much is this shot of whiskey? Well, sir, we have 200 whiskeys on our menu, so let me go check. Well, I guess since you don't know the price, it's free. No,
That's a lot of whiskey.
Is not how this works.
Oh, good one, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of one that I don't say real quick. I do the stud finder. I rub it on my chest every time that I have to go and I have to drill something on the wall.
Alex said that.
The amputate, every time my fucking daughter, like, she'll skin a knee. Yep. Go get the saw. We'll cut it off. I don't say rock and roll anymore because, man, rock and roll is kind of dead in 2021.
Oh, I still say rock and roll.
No,
Rock
your
and
other
roll.
right. Every time. It's on your left and someone looks to the right. No, your other left. Every time.
Yeah.
I'm totally dyslexic when it comes to that. So yeah.
Resting my eyes. You do that. I don't do that because I don't nap. I'm afraid something bad's going to happen in that like 6 minutes. No, let anyone in here. Every time I randomly run into a friend, it's like, oh geez, the standards have gone down. Look what they're fucking letting in here. Oh, another random one. Do you guys hold your breath when you go through when you're driving past a cemetery?
Not a cemetery. I've always been told it's the tunnel.
Oh man, yeah, I've heard both.
Whenever you go through a tunnel, you're supposed to hold your breath, and it gets quite hard in Colorado.
Do you guys ever hold your breath when like somebody you're watching a movie and the person dives underwater or whatever?
Oh yeah. You gotta see it. Oh, am I gonna die too? Yep, I'm dead.
I definitely died during Aquaman.
Right.
Definitely died during Aquaman.
What a shitty superhero. I don't know.
So on land, he's actually on par with Superman. Like as far as like strength and everything. And actually, yes, dead serious. Like Aquaman can fight and compete with Superman in a fight on dry land. And in water, Aquaman kicks Superman's ass every time. But I do not disagree with you. He's a fucking lame superhero.
Does he just give him a hug and just hold him underwater until he drowns or what?
So Superman's like slowed down underwater because of like friction, I guess, or like water resistance, and Aquaman isn't.
Who came up with that superhero?
Dude, fuck off. Like
Aquaman's definitely not as strong as Superman above water.
All right, I will definitely bring you some comments.
All right.
Also, the real canon. Real canon.
The real canon. Yeah, I moved around a lot as a kid. So like whenever my parents were moving, they would just buy me comic books to like keep my mind preoccupied. And now that like comic book movies are in the forefront of everything, I'm just that guy that's like, well, in the comics.
Yeah, this is definitely
my pocket protector says.
Yeah.
The one that hit me the hardest on these, how dad are you? It's not heavy, it's just awkward as people watch me struggle to carry something fucking heavy into the building. It's not me, babe. It's a big cabinet. I don't know what I'm not struggling. It's just big.
Yeah, it's awkwardly. I can't get the right angle to that. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, hey, wait. So when you guys were on the last time, I told you about DMX having his heart attack.
Yeah.
Have you heard more?
I haven't heard anything.
Homie's on life support, man. He's a vegetative state.
Holy moly.
So I mean, he done.
He's probably done.
Like, yeah, I kind of hate to be like brash about it like that, but that's TKO.
TKO. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Technical knockout.
Someone's gonna have to call it because he clearly can't.
Yeah.
He's got an EEG tomorrow to see and determine his brain activity.
Okay, but again, in 2021, in this time of woke culture, how empathetic are we to a guy that like went to jail for dog fighting, women abuse, You know, like how empathetic are we towards someone like that? Like,
So we're not
did he
we're
have?
not empathetic
I don't
on
know
that
that
side. I'll give you that. We're not empathetic to the fact that he had a shit ton of kids and didn't know anything about them, and the fact he didn't realize he wasn't smart enough to know to hire a tax manager who wasn't stealing his money and not paying taxes.
Yeah. Like, do I want what he's going through for anyone? Fuck no, that's terrible. That's awful. But again, how much empathy can I have for a guy who is clearly just done so much wrong in his life? You know,
I think his complete lack of intelligence and awareness, he didn't understand that the amount of heroin he was shooting up in 2006 is not the same amount he can shoot up in 2021. He's been to rehab a couple times to fight off his addictions. I think the biggest problem is addiction. We suck at addiction in the United States. We just treat people like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, our
Addiction's
prisons
real.
suck. Our mental health sucks. Like, United States is not the mecca that we thought it was.
Yeah, I say as I'm just downing alcohol over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
I wonder why we're all so on the other.
As we all have a slight buzz going, we're all just critiquing the United States. Cheers to that.
Hoorah. But I will say, we should focus on treatment and not treat people like criminals because they're addicted to something.
No, absolutely, absolutely not.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Like, going back to the whole DUI thing, and to be honest, I'm probably going to cut a lot of this from the episode just because I'm not really that comfortable talking about it.
That's fair.
But
yeah, we definitely do edit our podcasts.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
But speaking from like the DUI thing, like I had to go to basically AA, but I was in DUI classes with people that had gotten like heroin DUIs, meth DUIs, marijuana DUIs, then alcohol DUIs. And like, it makes you feel really shitty when someone's like, oh yeah, I, lost my kids to heroin, and, I'm just addicted to shooting up and I can't do anything right, and I've lost my job and blah, blah, blah. And then you go and you're like, oh, I just got a little too drunk one night
and kind of unlucky.
Yeah. And met the wrong cop on the wrong road, like it makes you feel really shitty, which that might be part of their ploy, or, I don't know what the state's tactic is behind it, but I have a ton of empathy for those people just because I was exposed to it so much.
I don't think a whole lot of drugs are gateway drugs that they try to make it seem like it is.
I agree.
I love alcohol, but there's no way, like, it's not going to bring me to shooting up heroin.
Yeah, and if we're talking marijuana, like marijuana's a step below.
Truly.
Yeah, like honestly, marijuana makes me not want to drink. Like,
yeah, you just vibe out. You don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's probably better for the rest of your organs. Kind of shitty on your lungs. Only kind of, though.
Right.
But alcohol, this shit, it's terrible for everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably pour up another one.
Yeah, we probably should.
What's the next one?
I have no idea.
I'm going to sip on some Shinar.
Shinar?
What the fuck is Shinar?
It's an Amaro.
He's the crack. Negroni is his favorite drink, which is the most disgusting fucking combination of
amazing. Best cocktail. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to have a refined palate. My friend Christian here doesn't, I mean,
it's disgusting.
I'm not gonna.
It is. I gag having to make these. It tastes like cough syrup. He likes drinking cough syrup.
So one of you's a Busch Light and the other one is refined pinky up, huh?
Oh, I'm Miller Lite. All right, I'm a little bit better than Busch Light.
If it's between nothing and Busch Light, I'm gonna pick nothing. But I'll drink most things.
I'll take Busch Light. I'll take a beer.
Negroni.
Anyways,
where have I heard that from? Man, someone I know, that was their Is Negroni a hard liquor in a mix, or is it just like a drink itself?
It's a cocktail. It's like, you ever heard like an old fashioned or Manhattan?
I do love an old
Negroni.
fashioned. I love an old fashioned.
Yeah, yeah, same. Old fashioned's like maybe number 2.
All right. So, Mike, usually we do the business portion of our podcast before we like have the guest on and everything. But I'm gonna make an exception for you because I can edit this. But we're bringing you on for the guest portion here for the business side, because Alex and I need to talk about these hats right here.
My favorite hat.
I love that you say that.
Oh yeah, I do love that you say that.
I love that you say it's your favorite hat because it's a great hat. It goes with almost everything, yeah?
It breathes so well. I love that the trucker hats had a bad rap for a short time, not realizing how comfortable it is to wear in this hot, humid area of Florida. We need heat to escape.
And so in hot and humid, you're going to sweat a lot.
So, okay, here's the thing: is that the breathability aspect of it is great for sure. The style of it's great. The one thing that I'm trying to change is this. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, you can see
but
the yellowing, the weathering aspect of the cotton.
right. And to me, all that is like we just need to change this white to something different. Like we can definitely keep with the same style of like we've got grays, we've got blacks, potentially browns or other like beiges or whatever.
But nothing goes with everything like black and white.
It's so true. I don't. If you make the background where the mountains are a different color, you'd also have to change the bill, and you don't want it to be black.
So it requires changing the entire hat to change the color.
Right.
Yeah, because you nailed all of the neutrals.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was our goal with like all of our products is to nail the neutrals because all the pants are so bright.
Right.
And so really the last neutral that we could do is just, the solid like gray with the,
I would do
gray on gray.
I would get gray and
gray. But I think we just need to keep with this because the only thing that the weathering tells me is that people wear the hat.
Yeah.
And that they're excited and happy to wear the hat.
When it's all fucked up, that's when it's broken in.
Exactly.
You know how many people I grew up with had the same hat from 8th grade until their late 20s? Like, nah, I'm not getting rid of this hat. The brim is just broken. You can see the plastic. And it's just like, this is my favorite hat. Obviously.
I have gotten to the point where I don't wear this hat anymore because of this.
See, it's because people like you with your beautiful hair, you're just so vain. The reason it got that way is because you love the hat. Love the hat and keep the colors as it is.
Thank you. Like, you love the hat, so you drinking? wear it, and then it starts to show some wear. And okay, as the owners of the company, yes, we should probably have the nice, bright, white hat to show off our fucking awesome products. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you
can't leave the original. Like that hat is your OG. If you want to expand on colors, I get it.
But when your hat starts to show some yellowing, which it's going to, sorry to burst your bubble, it's going to start showing some yellowing. Are you going to be upset?
No.
You've already worn the hat at least 50 times to get to the yellowing portion.
I still wear them. All of them. Exactly. I have hats that are red. I have a Detroit Pistons hat that I got in 2006. It's not even yellow. It's like salmon colored now, but it's my hat. Mm-hmm. It becomes an emotional attachment way beyond the design of the original.
If we keep this hat, we're getting a second hat. I'm just gonna say that
makes so like as a consumer, that makes more sense to me than eliminating and changing the design just because it doesn't stand up to like your durability standards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which, in my opinion, it does stand up to the durability standards because the durability is the fact that the hat is still fucking put together. Like any hat is going to show wear. I can show you blue hat that's
1 second.
showing some wear and tear.
All right, so like I'm down here in Florida. Your hats don't even make it 50 wears before it gets to it. But like this is my friend's company. You see there's the coloring, one sweat bead and it does it.
Yeah.
But like if you're down here and if you're in any place that has water, it's going to get those lines in it. Just go with it. I wore that hat like 6 times and it's just like we got salt water, we got everything. Just roll with it, man.
Yeah.
No. You are making me feel a little bit better about it, I'm not gonna lie.
and that was kind of my goal because I knew it's a white's gonna instantly shows
everything. Yellowing does look ugly to other people, except for people who wear hats. Like, oh man, that's your hat.
To me, when you see a yellow hat, it's like, oh man, you love that hat.
That's
like,
your jam.
That's your hat. Like,
yeah, I mean, it is one thing to have like a line, but it's another thing to have like yellow. Like, that's like sweat color.
And again, as the representatives of the company, we probably should have the pristine white hats all the time.
And you know what's kind of funny is like
the ones you don't wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing though, is we wear our product not just because it's our product, but because we actually genuinely like it.
Yeah,
it's a good product
for sure.
Your hat was one of only 3 hats that I wear that have made it to the garage because the garage is the man cave.
Hell like, yeah,
it's here, and that was one of them because that's my friend's company, Fish Planks. The other one is Wingman Holsters. That's his company. He makes gun holsters that are just like really hard plastic, really nice conceal carry gun holsters. And the other one is Piccata Boards. It's a place down here where I'm from. They make stand-up paddle boards with like,
hell yeah.
They use paint that are made for vehicles. So like no matter how much that you're going through the dirty, grimy salt water, it doesn't break down. It's like you made it to the spot of like small business owner who's making some good ass products.
Nice.
The rest are in my closet. Like my Harley hats, my NFL team hats. No, I don't even wear those because they don't give a fuck about anything else other than just like pushing a product. Your shit's comfortable as shit. Your brim, your brims are underrated.
I do like this brim a lot. I am not a big flap bill person. So like as a non-flap bill wearer, I appreciate that I can bend it down a little bit and get that curved bill that I like, as you can kind of see here. But Alex has a much more flat to his.
I'm not going to go straight flat though.
Oh, hold on. What's mine at?
Yeah.
Love this.
Boom.
Oh yeah, you got the straight.
See, I keep mine way more crooked
baseball
than you.
curve.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's where I started. Baseball. So
yep.
Right there beneath the good sunglasses.
Yep, love that.
That, and it's really comfortable to wear backwards.
Oh, it's such a great like lawnmower hat. Yeah.
Yours is also underrated. So another thing, the bead on yours, the top is white and not black. Most people make the color of the.
It's actually gray.
Is it gray?
It's gray. It matches the.
Right, it is gray.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that until you said that.
Most make it the same color as the chucker form because it's cheaper to make it. I think black is cheaper than white. Mostly,
yeah. Interesting.
Well, hell yeah.
Well, I'm glad I can make you feel a little bit better about these hats.
Yep. I mean, I do love them. Don't get me wrong. I just wish you didn't have that streak on it.
Well, yeah, but even if we did gray on gray, as he's pointed out, like we're not ever going to eliminate the sweat streak. The sweat streak just means people like wearing our hats.
Skin is salty.
This hat also did go through my van life trek in Australia. And it's
okay. This hat went through van life in Australia, salt water, fresh water,
sun damage.
and it's still on a camera. It looks pretty pristine. Like you can see some yellowing right on the brim, but overall, it looks pretty pristine.
It looks pretty good. So yeah, for sure. What color are you truly wanting then, Alex?
I don't know. I haven't actually checked out like what options like might be on the table.
Because black looks worse. One good salty wear, like if it drops in the water, anywhere near a beach, or if you get really sweaty as someone who's dehydrated, white streaks everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
Oh man,
maybe we should just go straight like brownish yellow.
Well, all right. So pause real quick. Let me see if I can.
Do I have a second to get a beer?
Yeah.
So
I'm getting a beer. Tell him, Alex.
This is my workout hat.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
like
gnarly.
Like, dude, that's.
Let me grab mine.
But like, I love this hat, Alex.
I think mine's downstairs.
Like, there's some random red on my white hat. The fucking black Nike logo is silver. Like see, like that used to be black. Like, and I still, this is ripped. And I still love this hat. I
guess it has like almost nothing to do with the colors.
It's just
like everything to do with the hat itself.
Yeah. It's just white is gonna show that wear and tear, but that wear and tear is also what makes a ball cap.
Yeah, and if you if you're gonna buy a white hat,
you know. Yeah, and so I like the phrase that you're like, if we're gonna continue doing this hat, we're also gonna do another hat. Love that because we should.
That might be the move.
But this sells. Like it's proven.
Yeah.
And
didn't you have some news?
Yeah, I made us LinkedIn today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it wasn't anything big. I made us LinkedIn today.
Cool.
So
Lazy Gringos or something?
A Lazy Gringo LinkedIn page.
Cool.
I mean,
yeah, you can manage that.
Dude, it's not even like fucking managing it. It was literally just having something. So like that way, like because on my LinkedIn page, I have like Lazy Gringo and there's just no photo attached to it. You know? So at least this is a photo and it attaches directly to the website and stuff, you know? So yeah, like if me or you are ever applying to a job
and we want to
include it on our LinkedIn,
shit,
it's got a page.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So it's, not big things, but just adding a little bit more legitimacy to the business.
One step at a time.
One step at a time.
I realize now, like that fish planks hat, I've worn that a lot of times. The super gray one, like it is a favorite because I really love the people that made it.
I like that gray. I like that dark gray though.
I was trying to think of hats that I have that don't have much color on them. The only one that has held up over years and years of wear without any looking bad. This is like 3 years old that I wear almost every day during the football season.
Okay.
That's a pretty nice green. I do love a good
nice green.
OD green really holds up.
Yeah.
But like you go black, go ahead and get just destroyed.
Yeah. I even see that.
Well,
so I was showing Alex. I don't know if you can see this. I mean, it's pretty bright.
You have to click on the microphone.
This is my U of M hat. I mean, it's like destroyed on the bill. Like, but this is my workout hat. Like, if I am going to run, I throw this motherfucker on, and I don't care how it looks. I don't care. People can tell I've put miles in on that hat.
I think it's a point of pride to let your shit get to looking like that.
Yeah. Kinda.
There you go.
Kinda. Well, Mike, I mean,
It's yellow. That's a shitty
I
hat.
appreciate you coming on, talking business with us, talking the Snyder Cut. We're definitely gonna plug On Call Pod. Has your wife set up like her printing company yet? Anything? I know that was like a few days ago. Like, are y'all like full steam ahead?
No, she got hit with that cold, man, and it's still sitting in the fucking wrappers.
Oof.
There you go.
She's sleeping on the chair right now. She's in her breastfeeding chair.
Passed out.
Yeah, look at the old. Now where? That's how you know this hat is 12 years old. It looks brand new. That's because you don't wear it. I have way too many hats. Well, I got to hang them up in the garage anyway, so I figured I'd bring them up from the closet.
I want to get your cameraman. I'm a total fan of the.
Oh
like
man, it's all about the lens, man. This is a Rokinon lens. Like bam, boom. It's just ready to autofocus. If you do want information on looking up stuff for like taking your photographs for your products, I'll be your man for that because I've spent probably 55 hours at how to get the lens, speed it, autofocus, cheapness of the camera. Because like if you're like me, you don't have a lot of money to spend on a $2,000 camera. Instead, spend more money on a lens and a cheaper camera.
Yeah,
for sure.
Cause you don't need a camera in. Let's see how quickly this does it. Oh shit, that's like immediate.
Yeah, it's instant.
Okay. All right, yeah. So that's like a $300 lens.
Nice.
But it was $600 new. Get it on eBay.
Dude. I mean, honestly, like that was instantaneous. It's
better than a Sony lens, actually. Rokinon or Samyang. They're in Korea.
Okay.
They're really good.
Okay. Nice.
All right, so you guys are done for the night?
We definitely need to upgrade our lens because we're still operating on like the MacBook.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have. I mean, we whip out our GoPro sometimes, which is solid in its own right, but it's not the same.
And you're using a MacBook?
Yeah.
What kind of GoPro is it?
I mean, this
7.
This is just the MacBook.
Oh man, just hook up the GoPro. Just hook up the GoPro to your camera lens, man. They make it now. You can use a GoPro as a webcam.
I don't know if the 7 has that capability.
It does.
But I'll definitely look.
Anything above a 4+ just came out last September.
There you go, bro.
There you go. See,
We'll do that. See,
this is why we are podcast friends, Mike.
I'm here for you, bro. I'll even send you the link to it because you have to download it off of the stupid GoPro Hero fan page for the link to download the software for your GoPro to put it into the GoPro. It's ridiculously dumb.
But it's possible.
Oh yeah, I did it with a GoPro Hero 8.
Nice.
I mean, I think
it's there. It works for anything above a 4 silver.
Yeah, we definitely have that. So
yeah, I'll send you the link to it. It's on a Facebook link, and it's freaking stupid. It's not even on Google. It's only on a Facebook link. And then you'll be rolling at 72 at 60p all the time.
Nice.
yeah, I would like that.
Hell yeah.
I'd like
Yeah,
that.
you guys would be looking fly as shit.
Just showing off all that Lazy Gringo product.
Right, you can't even see the pants. With the fisheye lens, you can.
Oh yeah, you guys be looking good as shit. You guys have to live stream at that point, and you just have to sit close to your router.
Yeah. Which, honestly,
not
I
that
have no
far.
idea what our router's situation is. It fucking sucks. I do know that.
I do think the problem is if you guys aren't hardwired. If you just plug a long ass Ethernet cable from your router to your MacBook, I think a lot of your issues will be fixed.
Oh, absolutely. It's just getting the 50 to 100 foot, wire.
I mean, but
I'll send you one. I have a 125 foot one. I have a 75 foot one.
Oh, don't tease us like that.
Now because my shit is right there behind that Cubs flag. Everything is right there. That's why I have the flag up.
Okay.
I knew what I was doing when I built the man cave.
Apparently.
Nice.
Apparently.
Hey, next time you guys see me, I'm gonna be clean. Not clean. I'll be shadowed. It's getting itchy. It's annoying me as the mustache goes over the lip.
Dude, I had to do that the other day. I just straight up had to shave.
I was taking care of the sick wife, so I didn't do it last night. But I'm gonna do that as soon as we get off this call.
Nice. So Mike, just one last time. You gave the Snyder Cut a 78,
79.
79. 79. I gave it a 91. Alex, or I gave it a 92. Alex,
92.
85. All right.
Now I feel like I didn't give it enough credit. Can I change it to an 81?
Yeah, absolutely. You can change it to an 81.
I always change mine based off of what other people say.
Because I did enjoy it, and I feel like because I enjoyed it more than most Star Wars and a couple of Marvel movies, I think I'm unfairly rating everything lower rather than everything higher.
Okay, so I will say this. With seeing the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'm actually going to edit my rate of the original Justice League.
Is it going to drop it lower or higher, do you think?
Higher, actually.
I would think
my original rating was a 10. My original rating was a 10, so it can't go much higher.
You mean lower?
Or much lower. Yeah, sorry.
10 out of 100?
But it was 10 out of 100. I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it. Yeah, I honestly, like, as a fan, it was one of the most atrocious movies I've ever seen. Now
you said you read the comic books? You do read comic books? Okay, so I could see where your review versus my review would have been different in that regard.
But now after seeing the 4-hour version and the 2-hour version, I think, like I said earlier, there's a nice median, like 3:15 version out there.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's a combination of the studio version and the director vision. But with the studio version, I'll go like from like a 10 to like a 20, just because there were a lot more scenes that I was like, oh, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. It was definitely better with the longer drawn out scene, but it wasn't as bad as I originally thought it was.
Things that Joss maybe cut out because he had to, not because he wanted to.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know,
I'll give you that.
Joss still fucked the movie, but
you're right.
But
you did.
You know, maybe he was fucking the movie with someone watching him in the corner telling him to fuck the movie. You know, like
that sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah. You know, Joss was just having sex, and then there's like the creepy person in the corner with the gun, like, yes.
Someone with a good camera like mine, just like, hey. Everybody knows.
Everybody Knows, which was actually the intro song to the 2017 Justice League movie, which I know you didn't even know was a thing.
I didn't,
but
I fucking nailed it.
You just fucking nailed it. And with that, I think we should call it. Mike, thank you so much for coming on. We're definitely going to plug on Call Pod. We look forward to having you back for what feels like the 12th time now.
Yeah, we'll do it again soon, man. This is becoming...
Let's just have this become a regular thing. I'm
going to send you a cable.
Every 5th episode of the Lazy Gringo Podcast is Mike's episode.
Yeah, this is Mike episode. Or it's the Lazy Gringo Mike Meyer cut.
The Mike Meyer cut. I love it.
I dig it.
I love it. Well, anyways, Mike, stay lazy. Appreciate you for coming on and staying up late to hang out with us, man.
Shit. I'm gonna be up for hours. I'm a late nighter. What time is it? It's not even 11 o'clock. Yeah, we're good.
Nice,
we're good.
Nice.
Yeah,
2 to 3
o'clock.
I hope you don't get sick. You know, I hope your family's all good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get some rest.
Absolutely. Get some rest. Hope your family's doing well. Yeah.
Appreciate
all the good stuff, man. All the blessings.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me on. I hope we hang out some fucking more. I really like hanging out with you guys, especially because I haven't been able to talk to you.
We appreciate it, man. Hopefully next time we find ourselves in Florida, we can just like actually meet up in person and have a real drink. Hey,
I have a finished garage. You guys can fucking sleep at my house.
Nice.
We love that.
All right.
We love that. Lazy Gringo visits On Call Pod.
We'll take you up on that at some point.
Yeah. It's
Hell yeah.
It's like 400 square feet.
If your wife doesn't mind having a couple Lazy Gringos.
She offered, you know what? Honestly, when you talk about that, she offered up this garage to a family of 3 today. So we're good. We're good.
Did you say yes or no?
I let her make the rules. If she want, if they're okay with it, I'm okay with it. If she's okay with it.
Yeah, if they're okay with you podcasting at 11 o'clock at night, it's whatever.
Yeah. What can they say? What are they going to say? No, you can't do your shit in your house. They were supposed to pick up the stuff. So when we almost didn't record because I was worried about moving their stuff, they were supposed to be here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to pick up some stuff so we could move them to their place, which is like 7 minutes away. I'm still waiting on them to pick up the stuff to move it. 8 hours late.
You know how moving goes. You get tired, you eat all that pizza, have a couple of beers, all you want to do is take a nap.
So true.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Well, Mike, thank you so much, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Hoorah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hoorah. Thank you so much for having us on, man, or for coming on. And I listened to your episode today. It was awesome.
I haven't listened yet. I can't wait to, though.
Yeah, Alex has something to listen to on his way to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll get together soon.
Hell yeah, man. Looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Have a good night, Mike.
Later, guys.
Later.
Let's see. I do believe OBS is still streaming, so let me sign you guys off. Sign you off with one of the Michael Meyer OG tracks. Let's see. Man, I've only got 6 songs, but I like them so much. Let's see. Let's rock out with Reminisce.